People often wonder if there is more to life than what they experience. Something significant that could help the world become a better place. People want to leave a legacy that is larger than life. To be the vessel God uses to shape the lives of the next generation. Dreams like this are not limited to Westerners. Tucked away in a corner of the world stands a tropical oasis of hope. Pacific Islands University is one of the most unique universities in the world. It is an American accredited university far outside the U.S. mainland, on the geographic frontier in the Western Pacific known as Micronesia. Hidden away in the U.S. territory of Guam, PIU provides a high-quality multinational educational environment in a cross-cultural setting. At Pacific Islands University, transformation is not just a word, it's a daily way of life. Impacting men and women from the developing nations in Micronesia happens every day. And these men and women also dream of impacting the world. They have dreams just like yours, but they cannot make their dreams become reality by themselves. They need help so they can make a difference too. And they are perfectly positioned to do exactly that. Pacific Islands University is neighbor to the largest non-Christian countries in the world. Its students have a passion for seeing the gospel transform their own communities and the communities of the non-Christian countries nearby. The goal of the university is to prepare men and women with a biblical worldview for leadership and service in life, work, and ministry in the global community, not just in the church. For a lot of these students, this goal is already slowly becoming a reality.
We provide a place where a student can get an excellent Christian education, where they don't have to leave completely their island cultures, but they can be immersed in a cross-cultural environment that is partly Micronesian, partly Pacific Islander, partly Western, partly Asian. And in that mix of cultures, they learn to go outside their own culture, but at the same time, they're able to continue ministering within their own culture. In a lot of ways, having a campus on Guam provides us the best of both worlds in this way.
Equipping and mobilizing Micronesians to serve as full-time missionaries, to be sent by the Micronesian church into these unreached corners beginning next door in Asia. We've already begun doing that. We've sent little mission groups into China. We've sent mission groups into Thailand. And that was an experiment. I would say a successful experiment. We sent two small teams, one an ESL team, teaching English as a second language. So we're going to go into this little village areas of Thailand that were placed in public schools, and they lived with Thai families. And they were going to use the platform of teaching English as a second language in order to build relationships in the culture. And so these students, when we were training and preparing them to go into Thailand, I was trying to help them not feel so disappointed when they went into this Buddhist country. I thought I had to share with them the idea that, don't be surprised if you don't see any spiritual fruit. When they came back, there were more than 6 people who had indicated a decision to trust Christ. Several months later, the local Christian workers were still working with these guys. So it was lasting fruit.
Nearly all of our students study at PIBC on the U.S. Pell Grant, which is a relationship that the U.S. government has with the Federated States of Micronesia and Palau. That means that our students are able to come to college here and pretty much have everything paid for, including room and board. The only reason for that, though, is because on the college level, we keep the costs down into kind of the Pell Grant range so our students can afford it. Most of our students, not all of them, but most of our students are coming out of backgrounds where their families have literally zero income. And they're subsistence farmers. Many of them, just kind of eke out a living day by day. And so as a result of that, they have no economic resources. So the Pell Grant makes that possible for them, which is wonderful. But again, when it comes to needing a new building or needing a new vehicle or something like that, we don't have the funds really to be able to do that. So it's a blessing to the students, and it's a blessing, we believe, to Micronesia and to the people of Guam that we're here, and that we're able to keep those costs down to where they can afford an education, which they could not afford probably anywhere else in the English-speaking world.
But with increased enrollment and many more wanting to attend, PIU finds itself not having enough resources to meet the growing demands. Not only are scholarships needed for some of the neediest students on earth, PIU has outgrown its facilities. A campus built for 34 students now serves the needs of over 100. Our committed staff and faculty are stretched thin. But this can change. You can help provide hope. By investing in Pacific Islands University, you can help provide these students with the facilities and the faculty and staff they need in order to be transformed and to become transformers of their own island communities, their nations, and millions who need Christ in neighboring countries. You can help make a difference in thousands of lives. You can influence developing nations. You can leave a legacy that will last for generations to come. You can provide these men and women with hope and help make their dreams come true. Why not start investing in their dreams through Pacific Islands University?